Welcome to the Dispute Wizard. But before we dive into the awesomeness that is the Dispute Wizard, let's start with the basics. Having good credit can have many advantages, from creating opportunities such as home ownership and meeting important credit-related job requirements, to saving money on insurance, interest rates, and more. Simply stated, when you borrow money using credit, the history of how you manage the accounts is reported to the credit bureaus, and that information is used to create a credit score. And the fact that you're here shows me that you already know how important a credit score is. So what if your score isn't what it should be? Are you really stuck with all those mistakes, no matter how big or how small? Hi, I'm Brian Del Terza with Credilife, and here at Credilife we are inspiring financial wellness. And in this short video, I'm going to demonstrate the Dispute Wizard, the most advanced credit repair software ever created. But first, I want to explain why this software was created and why it was created just for you. I know from personal experience that most people know very little about credit and debt before they start to realize the importance of maintaining a healthy credit profile. And when you don't know a lot about something, you tend to make mistakes. And mistakes relating to credit can have long-lasting implications, especially when they go unchecked and unchallenged. Did you know, for example, that most negative accounts can legally remain on your credit profile for 7.5 years? Maybe you did. Did you know that the national credit bureaus aren't required to verify the accuracy of any of the information they've collected on you? Hard to believe, isn't it? Well, thanks to the Fair Credit Reporting Act passed by US Congress in 1970, all you need to do is obtain a copy of your credit report, and you should be able to keep the national credit bureaus honest, right? Easier said than done. More than 80% of credit reports have at least one error that can drop credit scores, and most people don't even know they're there. And while the credit bureaus are happy to delete these accounts for you, the problem is you have to find them. And in order to do that, you have to know what they look like, and you have to be able to read a credit report, and you have to know how to remove them. The Dispute Wizard has solved this problem by doing something that's never been done before. No more scouring the internet for dispute letter templates, and no more trying to figure out what to investigate. The Dispute Wizard makes credit repair fast and easy by doing all of the heavy lifting for you. And once you grant the wizard access to your credit profile, it'll import all 3 credit reports and scores, identify every negative account, and create a strategy to remove them. Creating an account with the Dispute Wizard and linking a credit report is simple. Let's dive right in. Starting with the dashboard, the layout is easy to understand, with all 3 credit scores at the top, front and center. And here's the dispute plan that shows me exactly what to do, and I'll come back to this later. Below is the credit items section, where the Dispute Wizard separated all the positive accounts from the negative ones. I can now dispute inquiries, late payments, charge-offs, collections, foreclosures, repossessions, student loans, and even bankruptcy. The Dispute Wizard has analyzed every account and knows exactly how to dispute them. Let's go back up to the dispute plan and I'll show you just how easy this is. Starting with TransUnion, click Create Dispute Letter. By default, the Dispute Wizard presents all of my negative accounts. And to see what's negative about each account, click the plus button. The negative information is in red. Here's a credit card with late payments. And here's a charged off account. Let's take a closer look. Below each account is the dispute strategy called the suggested reason. The Dispute Wizard found this charge-off account reporting twice. It's a duplicate. It then wrote the dispute, explaining the error and why the account should be deleted. It even included all the details of both accounts and wrote the dispute in a format the bureaus prefer. It might look subtle, but the suggested reason is a breakthrough in artificial intelligence. When we look at a credit report, we see this. A brief snapshot of our creditors, balances, dates, payment history, and a few other details. But this is what the Dispute Wizard sees. A complete digital file that contains even more information. The details of every account are here, and buried in thousands of lines of code is the formula for deleting it. This is the secret to how the Dispute Wizard can find 20 different kinds of errors exposing incorrect, unverifiable, and unfair accounts. But even if there's not an error, the right dispute strategy could expose a problem with an account causing it to be deleted. When it comes to investigation strategies, the Dispute Wizard has no equal. After importing tens of thousands of reports and creating millions of disputes professionally, the Dispute Wizard remembers every single one of them and ranks each dispute reason in order of success. The most affected dispute becomes a suggested reason, taking the guesswork out of the investigation process. All I have to do is select which accounts I want to dispute, whether I want to dispute one account or 100 accounts. The dispute wizard tracks every single one of them, and after I select the accounts, I'll hit next. By default, the dispute wizard adds the suggested reason, but I have the option of choosing another reason from the drop-down menu if I think it's a better fit. I can even write a custom dispute reason if I want. I have full control over the dispute process. It took me seconds to select and save the dispute reasons for my accounts. Then I just click Finish. The laws that give us the right to dispute and remove accounts from our credit report were written in the 1970s with paper disputes in mind. Online disputes are not treated the same way, and that can make them far less effective. Since the process is the same for Experian and Equifax, let's get back to the home page. The dispute process is timed by federal law, and the dispute plan lets me know when I need to mail my letters and when the dispute wizard will bring my new credit report in to provide results. I'll click Mark Letters as Sent, and I'm done. It's that easy. The dispute wizard did all the heavy lifting, and the best part is it will continue to do so throughout the entire investigation process. Powered by the first and only DIY solution that can import my new 3B credit report and compare it to the credit report from last month, I don't have to know how to read my report or identify and track the changes. Analyzing thousands of data points, the AI finds every change that took place, including the accounts that were repaired and deleted from each bureau. Just as importantly, it lets me know what accounts were not deleted so they can be disputed again. Here are my credit scores, along with an arrow showing me how much they've gone up. Scrolling down to the credit items, here's a tally of the accounts that were repaired and deleted. Below are the negative accounts that survived the first dispute and are prepared to be disputed again. Using what it's learned from millions of disputes, the Dispute Wizard AI thinks strategically, dispute, analyze results, and then change dispute strategies for the highest probability of success. And this is when it became perfectly clear that this software can work for anyone. Prior to this, many people who try to fix their own credit have had limited success. Even most credit professionals don't have the ability to process the incredible amount of data on a credit report. Software has solved that problem. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, strategic disputes. The Dispute Wizard is an advanced credit repair expert, so you don't have to be. Create an account today for free, and when you're ready to get started, the only cost to witness the real power of the Dispute Wizard is a complete 3B credit report. No contract, no hidden fees, cancel anytime.